Hey guys, JD here with the Kawasaki Ultra 310 jet ski, and this is the new tune box from KSPEED. So when it comes to tunes, I don't mess around. Now you guys know I'm not a racer. I'm not building a ski to burn out in a couple hours. I'm looking to go out 150 hours plus a year and have this ski be fast and reliable. And I do that by relying on KSPEED's tuning products. I just want to reiterate to you guys that I only feature brands and products on my channel that I believe in and that I use on my own personal ski that I pay for with my own money. Now this is the next evolution in KSPEED's tuning capabilities for the Kawasaki Ultra 310 jet ski. And they've got a great video on their website about the box and then how to use it. So I'm going to do that from my perspective. I'm going to show you guys the entire process. These are the cables that are included. We have our Kawasaki diagnostic port to OBD2 cable, and then we have our special port that plugs into the tuner box, and then we have this dongle here that connects into your immobilizer harness. So I'm going to take you through the process. I'm going to load KSPEED's new proprietary Endurance Plus tune into my ski, and then in a following video I'm going to get out on the water and I'm going to show you how that new Endurance tune compares to your previous FPO tune and to your previous stock MPO tune. Ensure that the battery in your jet ski is fully charged before attempting to start the tuning procedure. So the first thing you're going to do is remove your battery access hatch, and then you're also going to remove this access panel on the back of the compartment here. You just get your fingers in there and you pull it open, and we're just going to set these both right here for now. Now you're going to need access to the Kawasaki diagnostic connector right here. This has a cap on it. You're going to put your finger like that and you're going to pull off the cap from the connector right here. So next we're going to reach inside the compartment here. And we've got all our connections for the handlebar controls. And what we're looking for is this connection right here. This goes to your immobilizer key. It's 6 pins, and you put your finger in like that, and you just pull it apart. Now my immobilizer has been relocated to my glove box, so I have a little more slack on this cable than you might. So with one hand, it's a little more challenging because the cable itself will move a little bit. With two hands, you could just disconnect this really easily. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get our KSPEED wire harnesses and dongles that were included with the tuner, and we're going to get those all connected. So as you can see on the bottom of the tuner box, there's this connection port right here. There's also a USB that we're not going to need for this process. You're going to plug that in just like that. Make sure that it's secure. So next, here's our OBD2 connector. We are going to connect the adapter provided by KSPEED, and then we're going to connect this to the diagnostic port on the ski. And now I'm showing you this with one hand. So here's our diagnostic port. We pulled the cap off a moment ago. And you can do this with one hand like I'm showing you right here. Make sure you snap that together. And then we have our key connection that we basically pulled out right here. So again, I'm showing you all of this with one hand, similar to the way they did it on the KSPEED video. So I am showing it to you in real time, and I'm holding my camera here in the other hand. So this would be a tad bit easier if I was using both hands. All right, so we've got that connected, and then this is going to connect to your other side right here. And of course I have all my connections here greased with marine grease, so I got that all over my hands. So there we go, that's connected. You're going to leave this lead disconnected for the time being, and then we're going to take our tuner box and we're going to set it right here. Now the whole tuning process will take anywhere between about 5 to 15 minutes, so I am going to take you through that whole process, and I'm going to take you step by step. All right, so our tuner box is connected. We've got our key dongle assembly connected. And now the next step is to take your main key, just like this, And this is an awesome Kawasaki keychain, by the way, that KSPEED sent me with this tuner. So thanks, guys. So our next step is to insert this immobilizer key, but to insert it just slowly enough so that it clicks, but that your display does not turn on. Okay, so again, I'm going to show you that one more time. We're going to put the key in very slowly so that the key latches in, but that your display does not power on. Our next step now is going to be to go back to the main harness, and we're going to reconnect the power lead. Okay, so here's our adapter, here is our lead, and now that we've got our immobilizer key inserted, we're going to insert this connector into this one right here. That is going to power up our system and allow us to begin the tuning process. So once you connect that lead, your display and the tuner box will power on. And I'm going to give you a look at everything there. You can see they've got the KSPEED logo in the background there. So now everything's connected, so we're going to hit tuning. And it's going to ask you, are you using the K4 cable? And you're going to select no. Stock file missing. Start to read the ECU. Yes. Key on and confirm. Yes. After about 30 to 45 seconds, the device will then prompt you to remove the key. So now we remove the key, and I'm going to hit confirm. And now the system is preparing to read the data from the ECU. And again, this tune box will lock to your VIN of your ski. So now the device is just taking time to read that file. And you can see that it says tuning file created successfully. Okay. Read it completing, switch ignition off. So we remove the key in a later step, the key is still off, so we're gonna hit okay. And this device does beep each time you select something. So I'm going to show you again. All right. So now it's giving us the option of our original file, which in my case was already a KSPEED Stage 1 tune. We have the KSPEED Stage 1 and we have the KSPEED Endurance Plus. So I'm going to go with the KSPEED Endurance Plus. So once you hit that, you're going to hit next. Initialization in progress. Please wait. Key on and confirm. So we're going to take our key. And again, you just want to put it in until it clicks. You don't want to push it in to reboot the system. Key on and confirm. Yes, our key is in. And this is the first time I'm doing this. Okay, now it wants us to take the key off. Remove the key. And confirm. So as you guys are seeing this is the first time I'm doing this. I watched the KSPEED instructional video, but I don't have any written instructions in front of me. I am really just going off the knowledge I received from watching Jamie's video, which was very comprehensive. And then this device pretty much provides you with any prompts necessary to complete the process. And some of these steps do take some time. Again, set aside at least 15 minutes for this entire process. And don't worry, the device is not frozen, it's just processing. All right, so now the tuner has completed part of the process and it's prompting me to insert the key. So again, you want to insert the key carefully, just till you hear it click. You don't want to bump it in, that'll reset the display. We're gonna hit okay. And this device will take you through the steps of the process. And this is a good time for me to mention to ensure that your ski is fully charged. If you keep it on a maintainer, great. If your ski's been sitting for a week or so and you haven't run it, make sure to put a maintainer on before this process and ensure that your battery voltage is at about 12.8 volts minimum. You just want your battery to be fully charged so that you can ensure that there will be no interruptions to this process. And needless to say, we don't want to see what would happen if we interrupt the process. We don't want to screw up the ECU in any way. All right, the process here is still going. it is almost completed. And the process here is almost completed, so I want to film and show you which prompt comes up next. Okay. Key off and confirm. We got some beeps. So we're removing the key and we're going to hit confirm. Writing completed. Switch ignition off and disconnect tune box. Okay, so we've got our key off already. So now we're going to go around and we're going to disconnect the tune box. So if you click on information, we've got our KSPEED Endurance Tune loaded. And I'm just looking in the settings here. Let's see what's in setup, calibration, features. I guess you can adjust the brightness of the screen or rotate the screen. That's cool. And you could hear that this beeps each time you press it, so you know when you're pressing the screen. And it's a neat little device and fairly quick to get my ski flashed. Now what we're going to do is disconnect this tuner, and then we're going to fire up the ski and make sure that everything runs properly. So we've got our cover back in place, and then our battery cover is going to go back in place as well. We're going to put all those push rivets in. And now we're just going to test out the function, make sure the ski starts up. So we're going to put our key in. Our display is booting up. We're going to put our safety lanyard in place. And there you go. Our KSPEED tune is now installed. So just like stock, the ski still starts in medium power mode, but now you have the ability to achieve your full top speed with the KSPEED tune without having to switch to FPO mode. Well, there you have it, guys. Another great product from KSPEED and Brisbane Kawasaki. Now, you know, Brisbane Kawasaki is the largest Kawasaki dealer in Australia, and they play a huge role in Kawasaki's jet ski research and development team. So they're not going to sell you a product that's going to cause your engine to run at unsafe parameters, or that's going to diminish the reliability of your Kawasaki Ultra 310. This isn't an aftermarket ECU. We're not swapping out wire harnesses. All we're doing is simply reprogramming the stock ECU the same way that they would if you mailed in your ECU to Brisbane Kawasaki, which was the only way you could get a KSPEED Stage 1 tune in the past. So I hope this video is helpful in showing you guys how to use the new KSPEED tune box. It's really easy to use. The prompts are clear and easy to understand. And stay tuned for my next video where I get the ski out in the water and test out the new Endurance Plus tune that we just installed. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more exclusive jet ski content, only on JD's Water World.